Are you someone who has a great product and you'd love to figure out how to bring it to market? I can help you do that. Welcome back to Kerry Out Foods. I'm Carrie Heffernan. I'm a chef and entrepreneur who has almost 40 years of experience in the world of cooking and kitchens, restaurants, manufacturing, and making food happen for the people. I provide development of new products, brand extension development, and restaurant consulting. People ask me all the time, this is a question that I get all the time. What is innovation? How do you become innovative? How do you come up with so many new ideas? Well, in my opinion, you become more innovative when you've developed a lot of different stuff. If you've developed a lot of products, or if you've cooked a lot over a lifetime, you have assembled in your mind a library of knowledge. And that library of knowledge, you can go and say, Italian food, and you pull out these different ideas of things that you've made before. Not just things you've made, but what sold. What did the customers love? And you know that because you worked in the business for long enough to watch it and see it. Now, if you're going to develop new products and you're going to do innovation on new products, you also have to understand a couple of other things that's really critical. Number one, you really have to understand how to make stuff. You have to have the experience of making different food items. I've made, I don't even know how many, hundreds of items that have gone to market, into stores, into club stores, into food service. Hundreds, maybe 1,000. I'm not even sure exactly. I never kept count. But I will tell you, what works for me? What is innovation? Sometimes it's somebody telling you, hey, I have an idea. Here's my idea. They give you that little spark, and then you figure out how to do it. Now, most of the time, most of the innovation I did, I didn't have a plant. I didn't own a plant. At Adele's, when I was at Adele's, we didn't own any plants. We did co-packing. So we went to plants that existed that were doing something similar, and we figured out how to instruct them to learn how to do it the way we wanted to do it. Now, if you want to do a really great job, you're going to use what we call artisanal methods. So the stuff that grandpa and grandma did when they made biscuits, or they made salami, or they made, a dried meat product, or sausage, or they made whatever, lasagna, pasta. There's a million things out there. You know what I mean. So grandma and grandpa were making all these things, and they had a technique. You have to understand that technique. You have to understand what the artisanal method is for making it great, making it taste amazing, getting the most flavor out of it. You have to understand how to do that. But at the same time, you want to be successful in business, the innovation part too is you have to understand packaging, how to put it into something that's going to hold its value. You have to create a situation where that thing that you made has some shelf life, because you can't say to the customer, meaning the store or the market that's going to carry your product, oh, here, I made this terrific thing. Well, how long will it last on my shelf? Only a few days. They don't want it. They don't want it. They can't afford to take the loss. They can't afford to take a situation where they're at risk for their investment. So you got to give them some time. And most stores, most markets, most chains, they want 6 weeks or more. So do you know how to do that? That's an important question. There are people out there that know how to do that. I'm one of them. And I rely, when it comes to the real sciencey stuff, I rely on people who are experts at food science. They have PhDs. They understand everything about pathogens and how pathogens work. And I bring them in. My expertise is really about creating the product, making sure that it fits all the branding, the ideas of the branding, the creative genius of who thought of it, and what it is they're trying to put out in the world. And then we're going to figure out, from a state-of-the-art development kind of process, how to make it work. How to make it work. How to get it out there, make it last, give it a little shelf life, make sure the guest loves it. I say the guest because for years I was in the hotel business, so I think of every customer as a guest in my home. It's a good place to come from. It's not no problem, I'll help you. It's my pleasure to help you. That comes from a philosophy that I believe in. It's not a problem. It's not no worries. It's not no negative stuff. It's my pleasure. That's my job and my pleasure. That's what I want to do. I have the experience, the expertise, the education to help you achieve your goals. Contact me today and let's get started.